Move over Game of Thrones. This is the real big fight of Indian politics, and the breaking news is today we have access now CCTV footage of the raids on Karnataka Minister Shivakumar, who is being questioned even now by income tax officials. Those are the pictures that we are getting you from inside the report where the Congress MLAs are being kept from Gujarat. They are there in a Bengaluru resort, and these images are of the officers waiting outside the rooms of the MLAs. Now, Finance Minister Arun Jaitley had claimed this morning in Parliament that the MLAs were not disturbed by the income tax officials who raided this resort in Bengaluru. But now what we are getting on that CCTV footage, the exclusive footage that we are getting, is that these MLAs indeed were searched. The breaking news that's coming in at the moment, that's the big breaking story at the moment. We are getting you CCTV footage from inside the MLA's residences. Clearly at the moment, Nolan Pinto joining me on that big breaking story. Nolan, give me the latest details that you have. Is Mr. Shivakumar, the Karnataka minister who is housing these Gujarat MLAs, still being questioned? And is there some other reports that he could be arrested?
Well, good evening, Rajdeep. Now, as of now, yes, he is still being questioned. He reached his residence. We're standing just outside his residence in Sadashiv Nagar, just about 10 minutes to 12 in the afternoon. Until now, it's about 9 o'clock. The questioning is going on. We have seen IT officials coming out, going in. We have also seen Mr. DK Shivakumar coming outside of his home in the afternoon. For about a minute, he came onto his balcony, stood over there, looked around, looked at the media, acknowledged us, waved his hands, folded his hands. His body language showed that he was not scared. It's like, come what may, throw whatever you have at me, I'll still stand there. You can't push me. So this was his body language. But as of now, what we're told is that the questioning is going on, not just over here, but various other locations. We received information that his aides, big industrial people or his partners were searched over here, like Sharma Travels, like Shobha Developers, then Davanam Jewelers. These are his aides who were also searched this morning. I met some of them who told me that it happened in the morning and the IT sleuths left. But over here at his residence, the questioning is still going on. We're told that it might go on throughout the night as well. And to your second question of the arrest, there has been some talk. Right. Now we do know that the IT can't do that, so the ED will have to actually step in to arrest him. But this is just talk as of now. Some say that he's not cooperating. However, others are saying that he is cooperating. But the IT sleuths have not found anything incriminating here.
Well, the IT sleuths are claiming that they've got 12 crores worth of cash, some figures saying 10 crores. You're saying no incriminating documents as well. Moshmi Singh joining me. Moshmi, this is all-out war, it appears, between the Congress and BJP. And now the footage that we are getting from inside the resort shows that the IT sleuths did indeed go into the rooms of the MLAs. They were certainly there outside in those images, outside where the MLAs were. Is this now open war which has been declared between Amit Shah and Ahmed Patel over a Rajya Sabha seat that has led to raids in Karnataka?
That's right, Rajdeep. If what you're saying is correct, if the footage that we have thus proves that these IT sleuths actually entered the rooms, then Arun Jaitley, the defense minister, the finance minister, apparently is lying on the floor of the house. And let me tell you that Congress has already declared an all-out war, and it's not going to take this lying down. Mallikarjun Kharge, the leader of the Congress party in Lok Sabha, categorically told us in the afternoon that the IT sleuths had entered 4 rooms of the Congress MLAs from Gujarat, questioned them, asked them where they come from, why they had come, and what commodity or what property or what stuff they were carrying. So clearly it would actually validate Congress's claim that this is intimidation tactics, political terrorism that the BJP is spreading. A shot in the arm to the Congress if they have that CCTV footage.
And let us just play what Arun Jaitley said, the finance minister, earlier today. He claimed that the income tax officers were nowhere close to the rooms of the MLA. They were only raiding a Karnataka minister who was giving these MLAs protection. This is what Arun Jaitley said today in Parliament. And what our CCTV footage is also showing is the IT sleuths actually went to the resort with the CRPF. So why was the CRPF there? This has been a day of high drama in Bengaluru where, just to tell our viewers, this is where about 40 Congress MLAs are staying. They claim they are staying there to avoid being poached ahead of the Rajya Sabha elections where Ahmed Patel and Amit Shah are contesting. Take a look at all the high drama that's taking place. Raids have fanned out to 39 locations and the IT department has claimed that at least 10 crores in cash has been found from Karnataka Congress Minister D. Shivakumar's residence. What is the truth? Take a look.
Early morning, a sudden flutter at the Eagleton Resort in Bengaluru.
On 29th of July, 40 plus MLAs from Gujarat were brought to the Eagleton Golf Village in Bengaluru here just to ensure that these MLAs do not move into the BJP camp. The Congress has been giving them technical workshop and a luxury trip treatment, and here at the Eagleton Resort, on the 5th day, we are seeing that an IT raid is being conducted to see if there is any movement of cash for these MLAs to make them stay here.
But the Income Tax Department was clear. They weren't concerned with the Gujarat Congress MLAs hidden away at the resort. Their target was only one man, Minister D.K. Shivakumar. And almost on cue, the tax department fanned out across 39 locations, searching the houses and offices of Shivakumar and his family in Karnataka and outside.
This is a residence of Suresh Sharma. He is D.K. Shivakumar's brother, which is one of the addresses that is being raided by the Income Tax Department. There are about 39 locations that are presently being raided by the Income Tax Department over allegations of tax evasion that have been put forth.
Considering the location of the place and identity of person raided, naturally the Congress was convinced the raids were part of a witch hunt, an attempt to intimidate the party's MLAs and subvert the Rajya Sabha election bid of Ahmed Patel.
Amit Shah and Modi, this purposely they are doing for this. Because of only Rajya Sabha election in Gujarat, they are already decided where they are going to lose in Gujarat.
The Congress, unconvinced, also questioned the need of paramilitary forces accompanying the raiding party, calling it a clear case of intimidation.
बिना चुनाव आयोग के पूछे कोई भी सेंट्रल पुलिस फोर्स या सेंट्रल फोर्स का कोई भी अधिकारी वहां नहीं जा सकता.
But here are things the Congress leaves unanswered. How does it explain the recovery of several crores from Shivakumar's houses in Bengaluru and Delhi? Why was he trying to destroy documents when sleuths caught up with him at the resort? And has any other MLA than Shivakumar been contacted by the IT department? With Nolan Pinto, Akshay Nath in Bengaluru and Moshmi Singh and Ilma Hassan in Delhi, Bureau Report, India Today.
Let me now step back to tell you the background, because there is more to this battle for the Rajya Sabha than meets the eye. The fight is between BJP President Amit Shah and Congress Chief Sonia Gandhi's most trusted aide and political secretary Ahmed Patel. This is a battle which has now become akin to a political Mahabharat. Let me tell you why.
Played out on the battleground of a Gujarat Rajya Sabha election. Amit Shah versus Ahmed Patel is now open war between two key players of the country's main national parties. Allegations have been made of money changing hands. Congress MLAs have been whisked away to a resort in Bengaluru, and now an IT raid has taken place on the Karnataka minister who is hosting the MLAs. Never before have the stakes been higher for one Rajya Sabha seat.
No, whole party is behind Amit Shah. This man is not a good man. He is engaged in so many frauds over the last 10 years of UPA rule. And he may be personally known to all of us, but the fact is that there are lots of wrong things about him.
Ahmed Patel ji तो हमारे कैंडिडेट हैं, लेकिन भारतीय जनता पार्टी इतना दबाव क्यों लगा रही है? वो ये समझते हैं कि अहमद पटेल जी इतने बड़े नेता हैं और उन्हीं को टारगेट किया जाए.
Their names start with A. Both are politically shrewd and ruthless to their opponents. No wonder we've seen climaxes every day in this Gujarat story. This political potboiler is sure to be gripping till the end because it is a battle for prestige, a clash of the titans.
Patel is much senior politically to Shah, having first entered the parliament in 1977. Always on opposing sides, the rivalry turned to enmity in 2010 when Shah was arrested for his alleged role in the Sohrabuddin Sheikh fake encounter case, when he was Gujarat's Home Minister. Shah was convinced that Patel, as an influential figure in the then UPA government, was behind the arrest and has been waiting for revenge ever since. Now in power at the centre, Shah has the opportunity to settle scores. It isn't just vendetta. Gujarat elections are just months away, and Shah has set himself the ambitious target of winning 150 of the 182 seats in the state. A defeat for Patel could lead to an implosion in the Congress, a party already struggling to keep its flock together. This is also a proxy war between Sonia and Prime Minister Modi. As political secretary to Sonia Gandhi since 2001, Patel has been the Congress president's eyes and ears. Ousting Patel from the Rajya Sabha could be a hammer blow to Sonia Gandhi and her influence over the Congress. While Shah wants to settle scores with Patel, Modi and Sonia remain bitter foes, which is why this is no ordinary election. It is a political Mahabharat with ramifications well beyond Gandhinagar. Bureau Report, India Today.
Let's raise the big questions on India's Game of Thrones, as it's now being called. Is the BJP misusing the income tax department to fix the Congress, as the Congress claims? Is this an Amit Shah versus Ahmed Patel proxy or open war? Are Congress MLAs simply keen to leave what many are calling a sinking ship? Can the Congress justify the cash that has been found with its Karnataka minister? Is the BJP leadership using Raid Raj against its political rivals? These are some of the questions I will raise tonight. Jai Narayan Vyas, senior leader of Gujarat BJP, joining me. Manish Tiwari, senior leader of the Congress, and Ajit Jha, editor research, India Today, joining me. Let's get straight and cut the chase. Manish Tiwari, please answer. The Congress is alleging vendetta. The BJP says, what is a Congress minister doing with 9.5 crores cash with him? How do you respond, Manish Tiwari? Is the Congress protesting too much? Do you have evidence of vendetta? Or is it simply that you are being exposed for corruption?
Rajdeep, let me answer both your questions straight off the bat.
Yes.
What you saw playing out today in Bengaluru was the purest form of fascism at display. There is an undeclared emergency in this country. There is a spectre of evil which is stalking our land, and that was on full display in Bengaluru today. You have a situation whereby the
You're not
Congress
answering my
party
question.
went
Those
to
are
the
all.
Election Commission,
You're not answering my question about the cash.
On the 28th of July and Well, the question is the answer is very simple. The cash may have been planted. DK Shivakumar continues to be in undeclared detention. DK Shivakumar has not spoken. For all you know, people who went in with the Central Reserve Police Force without informing the state government, transgressed the entire spirit of the constitution, may have well planted the cash. You are dealing with a completely ruthless government.
You are making a very serious charge. Mr. Tiwari, you are claiming income tax department has planted the cash.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Rajdeep Sardesai, it's quite possible. You do not know. it may well be true also.
Mr. Shivakumar's reputation,
Rajdeep,
I can tell you.
I have been the senior standing counsel of the Income Tax Department for over 3 years. Hang on.
Yes.
Allow me to complete.
Yes.
I have been the senior standing counsel of the Income Tax Department.
Yes.
And you did not need to take the CRPF in order to get hold of Mr. D.K. Shivakumar. He is a sitting minister in the government of Karnataka. All that you needed to do was send a notice to him and he would have cooperated. And, the finance minister, it seems, has allegedly lied on the floor of the House because Mr. Arjun Modwadia, our former leader of the opposition, our former PCC president, has just instructed me to say that not only was D.K. Shivakumar's room searched, but the rooms of other Congress MLAs were also searched. And the Congress MLAs were allegedly interrogated by the income tax officials in the dining area.
Mr. Jainarayan
So
Vyas,
therefore, you have the theatre of the ominous play itself out in its entirety, in Bengaluru as we speak.
Mr. Jainarayan Vyas, those images that we are showing are troubling because now you have the CRPF accompanying the IT department to raid a Congress minister. He's a minister. Number two, Manish Tiwari is now claiming that the cash was planted or could have been planted, and is claiming that the finance minister lied to parliament that none of the MLAs were questioned. Our CCTV footage shows that the income tax sleuths were outside the rooms of the MLAs as well. What is going on? Is one Rajya Sabha seat now a political Mahabharat between Amit Shah and Ahmed Patel, where all rules are going to be flouted? Sam, Dam, Danda, Bhed?
Rajdeep, let us for a while cool down.
I'm always cool.
There is a contest, no doubt about it. Let's deal with facts.
It's a war.
Mr. Ahmed Patel and Amit Shah both are the contestants. There is no question of denying the fact that both are the contestants for the Rajya Sabha seat. So that is fact. Now, my learned friend Mr. Manish Tiwari says that this cash would have been planted. I mean, I am not privy to this kind of incidences so far, but as a senior standing counsel, as he claims, of the income tax department, maybe there were times when this could have been a practice, which requires to be established, but this is his knowledge, not the general knowledge. And therefore, if you for a while think that if the cash was found from my house, Rajdeep, or your house, how would you expect the income tax department to deal with you just because there are elections in Gujarat, just because the MLAs of Gujarat are housed in somebody's resort? So
Look at the timing.
There is a
Sir, the raids are taking place the raids are taking place on a minister who is in a sense handling these MLAs.
I'll answer you.
In a week of the Rajya Sabha election.
I'll answer you.
Has the income tax department woken up only today?
Just permit me a minute. Just permit me.
Yes.
Just permit me a minute.
Yes.
That Manish said that they should have sent a notice. Sending notice would have helped. What was Shivakumar found in the resort when they went for the search? He was destroying the incriminating documents. So sending the notice, I think Congress is suggesting that the horse would have been permitted to leave the stable, and then the income tax department would have swung into the action. I think this is absolutely a strong wrong logic. Congress is trying to defend their minister. This is the
why was the CRPF? Why did the CRPF have to accompany income tax officials? Is there not an attempt to intimidate? If CRPF officials, Mr. Jainarayan Vyas, if CRPF officials are going to accompany income tax officials on a raid like this, are going to knock on the door of the MLAs who are in Bengaluru. The finance minister told Parliament that none of the MLAs were questioned. The CCTV footage we have is that the CRPF and IT sleuths are outside the rooms of these MLAs. So the question is this an attempt to intimidate the MLAs? Maybe Shivakumar has cash, please raid him, please arrest him. But why are you intimidating the MLAs would be the question. Why are the IT sleuths outside the MLAs rooms?
Not the list, Rajdeep. You mark the words. You mark the words which the finance minister of India has used. He said none of the MLAs were searched. Now, simply finding some CRPF men standing outside the room of the MLAs doesn't mean they were searched. you know, there is, I mean, somebody going to their room and saying any bag or anything there are every possibilities that Mr. Shivakumar, when he would have known that this kind of a contingency, because he was found destroying the documents, that means he had an inkling or iota of doubt that this might have been a raid on him. So maybe he might have kept other bags or something in some other room, or shifted the documents to some other room. So I think Income Tax Department sleuth, if they have gone to other rooms, they are perfectly justified in scanning the room. They have not questioned, they have not searched the MLAs from Gujarat as the finance minister has said.
May I come
yes, Manish Tiwari, if you feel that they have
let Manish Tiwari respond.
I don't agree with you.
Let Manish Tiwari please respond. The fact is, Income Tax Department, according to the tax officials, is doing their job. If your minister has cash, they have every right to raid him. Undisclosed cash.
First of all, this is absolutely a canard, a lie, an insinuation that he was destroying documents. You know, this is just an attempt to again spread disinformation and false information. And number two, if there was an IT probe which was ongoing, look at the coincidence. We go and complain to the Election Commission. We give names of those BJP officials and state government officials who are trying to bribe Congress MLAs, offering them up to 15 crore rupees. Rather than raiding those officials, they are holding them to task, you know, going after those BJP functionaries. You go and raid a Congress minister who is keeping those MLAs safe and secure from these poachers. You know, there could be a greater traversity of justice playing itself out, and then your own footage is showing that those CRPF officials or men who were there without informing the state government, complete violation of the federal scheme of the Constitution, actually intimidate, coerce and abuse Congress MLAs. You know, and over and above that, DK Shivakumar is not only a minister. Karnataka is also going for polls. He is the chairman of the campaign committee of the Congress party. This is the worst abuse of government instrumentalities, law enforcement agencies, which this government is making. And they are being absolutely brazen about it. You know, this has vitiated, violated the entire sanctity of the democratic processes. And that's what we've been telling the Election Commission repeatedly. Please stop this intimidation. Please stop the intimidation and the coercion which MLAs and their families are undergoing.
Can I just
for a moment... Are we living in a democracy or a banana republic?
Are you living in a democracy or banana republic? Before you come in, Jai Narayan Vyas, I want to bring in Ajit Jha, our editor research, who is listening to this, to give us some background. The viewers will be asking us, what is this big fight? Amit Shah versus Ahmed Patel seems to have become the biggest political Mahabharat at the moment. And the images that are coming in of income tax officers going into an area where this minister is and where the MLAs are will naturally lead to suspicion. Is this an attempt to intimidate the MLAs? What does it suggest? Is it, as Manish Tiwari is saying, evidence of some kind of a mini emergency banana republic, or is that an exaggeration?
Well, let me put it this way. Never in the history of India has Rajya Sabha elections been so competitive, number one. Number two, as you rightly pointed out, this is, you know, both sides, the most important sort of power broker on both sides competing against each other, the BJP and the Congress. Yes. And that's why you have this entire Mahabharat going on. It reminds you partly of 1983 Karnataka, when Ramkrishna Hegde was the chief minister and Indira Gandhi wanted to dislodge Ramkrishna Hegde, and she was going on at that time sort of, you know, buying MLAs, you know, breaking groups of MLAs here and there. Now today the BJP has learned the same language from the Congress, and they are repaying the Congress in the same language.
You know, that's interesting that you're saying it is. I just want to tell you, Manish Tiwari, you said you're a standing counsel with the IT department. An IT officer has just sent me this message on my WhatsApp. All such searches are videotaped. What nonsense is this? Cash can't be planted, and nothing, he claims, stops the income tax department from taking the CRPF, since the local government police may be compromised. How do you respond?
I am sorry. I'm sorry. This just goes to show as to how nervous they are. Protocol demands that if a central force goes into a state, the state government is informed. This income tax official, whoever he is, does not even understand the rudimentary basics.
How can you inform Shivakumar about the raid?
Suppose if the Delhi police
How can you inform a minister of the government about the raid? He would hide his cash.
I'm sorry, if the Delhi police, Rajdeep Sardesai, first of all, you do not know whether it was his cash. As I was earlier pointing out, you know, it allegedly may have been planted. Your own reporter was saying nothing incriminating has been found. And you have all sorts of stories circulating that 8 crores, 10 crores, 11 crores has been recovered. And number two, allow me to point out, let us suppose the Delhi police goes to UP in order to arrest somebody. They have to inform the local police. They have to take an official from the local police station along. That is not different from the income tax department. You know, where did the CRPF come from? Who authorized the CRPF? When was the requisition made? At what level was it sanctioned? It couldn't have been sanctioned without the Home Minister. So they're talking absolute rubbish that they didn't have to inform the state government. This is a complete violation of the federal constitution. And I remember Prime Minister Narendra Modi repeatedly crying hoarse about the federal constitution or the federal scheme in every National Developmental Council meeting. Unfortunately, he has turned everything which he used to profess on its head. And you see an utter reign of terror and intimidation which has been let loose.
You know, Jainarayan Vyas, please respond to the simple question. Even if we assume for a moment that the IT department took all requisite permissions to carry out this raid, there are huge questions that are going to be asked, suspicious questions of the timing. At a time when there are MLAs in the resort who are being kept 2 days before a Rajya Sabha election in Gujarat in that resort because they claim they are being poached, they claim they are being offered 15 crores. Is this the timing? Could this have been done weeks earlier or even 2 days later? Why now? And why are the IT officials outside the room of the... There are questions. And the fact is, Amit Shah and Narendra Modi, the two most powerful people in this country, have a lot at stake in this election. Therefore, the optics are terrible. They will lead the likes of Manish Tiwari today to use what some will believe exaggerated terms like emergency. But at the end of the day, the optics are terrible.
Well, Rajdeep, I think Manish has sufficiently complicated the matter smartly, like a very good lawyer that he is. He has made use of everything that he had with him to create a situation where you can't find head or tail out of it. In the first instance, he was giving example that one state police going to another state, you know, that is a criminal, that is the CPC, Criminal Procedure Code, under which transfer warrant or other kind of documents are required. The agencies like CBI or the agencies like income tax or the agencies like the enforcement department are having different protocols. They don't need perhaps the
Are you telling me they are not cage parrots?
Which is required
okay, you are telling me they are
to the other police.
Okay.
That is one thing. Second, Rajdeep, let me complete. He says that this cash did not belong to Mr. DK Shivakumar. So is DK Shivakumar a place to park the cash? If the cash did not belong to him, what was the cash doing at his residence?
You do not even know whether anything has been recovered till now.
I am willing to give a full benefit of doubt.
No, first of all, you do not even know what has been recovered till now.
Manish, I'll give you a full benefit of doubt.
Can you with authority say 8 crores, 9 crores, 10 crores, 11 crores, 12 crores, what has been recovered? Their own reporter is saying nothing incriminating has been found.
Let us say,
I'm asking you, can you say with authority that X amount of cash has been recovered from all these destinations and it belongs to DK Shivakumar?
See, the law of land will always permit DK
No, let him respond now, Manish Tiwari. Manish Tiwari, you're not letting Mr. Vyas speak.
In any case, that's not the issue. The issue is intimidation of MLAs. This raid was designed to send out a message that, you know, if you do not fall in line, you will be shot.
My dear friend,
that was the message
my dear friend, intimidation was what Sanjay Gandhi did.
CRPF Jawans
intimidation,
Manish Bhai, MLAs are being kept safe.
Rajdeep, can I come in?
Yes. Manish, you must let Jainarayan speak.
That we will
please give me 30 seconds. 30 seconds uninterrupted.
AK-47 carrying Central Reserve Police Force
Manish Tiwari, Mr. Jainarayan Vyas
you.
must be allowed to speak. Manish Jainarayan Vyas, quick response. I am just asking you, how will you respond to those who say this is intimidation?
No, he is talking. He is talking about all these modalities. Post-emergency, when Mrs. Gandhi came to power, 8 democratically elected governments were sent packing. Was it democratic? Now you are talking about banana republic. Was this a banana republic?
What happened in 77?
Or that a banana republic? When the emergency was claimed, what kind of republic it was?
You dismissed
Manish Tiwari, Congress has umpteen number of examples of dismissing the, Suresh Mehta. Let me complete. Let me complete. Suresh Mehta ministry.
No, Manish, you must let him speak. You must let Mr. Vyas speak.
Which established their majority on the floor of the house, was also sent packing.
Okay, I take the point, and I
was telling Rajdeep that in case of Suresh Mehta ministry, which already established their majority on the floor of house, was sent packing by Congress.
I take the point.
At that time you are doing right things.
I take the point.
And now that your leader is searched,
anyway, the issue out here is
some incriminating documents, and if he has nothing wrong
against elected people's representatives,
the procedures are not over. And simply CRPF is not the intimidation.
Gentlemen, the audience cannot hear you shout at each other like this. I have to stop it here because I have to ask you, as they scream at each other, the point that Jainarayan Vyas raised, that when the Congress in Indira Gandhi's time used to do all of this, no one used to shout emergency. Today, Congress is shouting emergency. Is this, as you said, tit for tat? In a way, what the Congress was accused of doing in the Indira era is now being, is the accusation against the BJP in the Modi-Shah era.
That's true. In fact, I gave the example of how Ramakrishna Hegde's government, Indira Gandhi, was trying to dislodge. And the Congress had practiced it not once or twice, but almost scores of times and succeeded. Now the point is, one wrong doesn't make the other, just imitate that and therefore become correct.
Right.
So both are actually following absolutely what one would call unconstitutional principles. After all, MLAs have the right to vote according to their conscience.
Take your point.
This whole attempt at trying to break, and Rajdeep, the whole thing is, it's 46 votes. It's a matter of 2 votes. Because 40 MLAs are there,
right,
and 4 of them are independent. So the entire fight of crores of rupees over 2 votes shows where politics is heading. And we have an election in Gujarat coming up in the next few months. And this is almost like a trailer for what is going to come in the future
let's
election.
leave it there. Let's leave it there. Manish Tiwari, Jainarayan Vyas and Ajit Jha, thank you very much for joining me. I'm sorry that you all were in this big fight mode. I thought I had given up that program years ago. Let me turn to my take. If you haven't watched the Game of Thrones, and I still haven't watched the latest edition, you can always watch the Gujarati version that's playing out in the country at the moment. This has all you need for a real political potboiler: intrigue, vendetta, cash and more. That a single Rajya Sabha seat from Gujarat should attract such attention shows the high stakes involved. This is now open war between Ahmed Patel and Amit Shah, and all is fair in politics, they say. But I have just one simple question to them and to our entire political class. 224 people and counting have died in the last fortnight in floods in Gujarat. What matters more, gentlemen, one Rajya Sabha seat or the people of your state? Let me take a break. Coming up next, exclusive details of the largest ever heroin haul in this country. 1,500 kilos of heroin apprehended off the Gujarat coast. Let's turn to our Get Real India segment today. And I want to turn to a story that's bizarre and ridiculous. The Indira Gandhi Institute of Medical Sciences in Patna has asked its women employees to declare whether they are virgins. The marriage declaration form is applicable for hospital employees and freshly recruited doctors and nursing staffs. Take a look.
Bachelor, widower or virgin. Those are the choices available to new hospital employees in Patna. The marriage declaration form is applicable for hospital employees and freshly recruited doctors and nursing staff. Women employees, apart from declaring status regarding their virginity, have also been asked to provide details on whether they are married to a person who has other wives or not. Once confronted, the Patna Institute officials scurried for a defense.
एम्स न्यू दिल्ली के रूल्स में भी वही चीज़ है, सेम टू सेम फॉर्म यहाँ है। रूल तो रूल है, सबके लिए बराबर है, और इसका लोग अलग मतलब निकाल रहे हैं, मीन मेक निकाल रहे हैं, लेकिन इसमें उसकी मतलब ये होती है कि आप अनमैरिड हैं या मैरिड।
So it seems, for the institute, unmarried and virgin status can be used interchangeably.
Use and the choice of words as virgin should not be used in the first place. I take it as I take it as a violation of the right to privacy and violation of human rights, and I think this kind of thing is not correct, and I am to take up this issue in the next Board of Governors meeting.
किसी को हक नहीं है, किसी को ये अधिकार नहीं है कि निजता से संबंधित सवाल किसी से पूछा जाए और डिक्लेयर करने के लिए उसे बाधित किया जाए। ये गलत, बिल्कुल कॉग्निजेंस लेगा और इस पे सख्त कार्रवाई की जाएगी और उसको देखा जाएगा।
The next generation doctors are facing medieval mentality. We ask, should any institute be allowed to ask questions which are downright invasive? With Rohit Kumar Singh in Patna, Bureau Report, India Today.
And joining me now is Dr. Sunil Singh, Governing Council of the Indira Gandhi Institute of Medical Sciences in Patna. Appreciate your joining us, Dr. Singh. Is this going to be withdrawn? These kind of questions which are being asked to your women employees in this hospital, whether they are virgins or not, will they be withdrawn? And why was this question asked in the first place?
Rajdeep, I totally agree with you that these kind of things should not be asked because it is the violation of the right to privacy, it is the violation of human rights, and it's not pertaining to the women empowerment that our government policy out here has. And wherever
so why was it asked?
I will appeal to the institute.
Why was it asked?
Definitely, yes, it should not have been. It should not have been, and through your channel I am going to appeal to the institute administration to do away with these kind of words and replace it with more acceptable words. Otherwise, in the next Board of Governors meeting, I am going to take up the issue.
What is the acceptable word? Are we saying that a woman's privacy has to be violated in this manner? Surely the person responsible should be held accountable. What does it show if these are the kind of rules in a medical institute?
Yeah, the marital declaration should have been as simple as this, are you married or not, that is all. And rest of the clauses, I don't think it's very relevant, but still, I mean, whatever, it has to be looked into, and I'm pretty sure that institute administration will be sensitive enough to look into the matter. Otherwise, if not rectified, I'm going to rake up this issue in the next Board of Governors meeting as to why this is there. And you are right that as to first place, if this is by mistake, the institute administration should apologize and rectify it. If not, let's see what they have to say.
Okay, we'll leave it then. Clearly, the institute, after this story has been exposed here, will have to take this back. You're promising us that. Let's leave it there. Let me turn to my other Get Real India story today. And it's a story that shows that there are parts of the country that continue to fall off the map. A school in Neemach in Madhya Pradesh where children don't study in a classroom but in a toilet. It's shocking, but that is the truth of a school which hasn't been able to get a permanent building since 2012. Take a look.
Look at these scenes. It's unbelievable, but still true. School children studying in a disused toilet.
आज पानी के कारण, बरसात के कारण हमको बच्चों को पढ़ाने के लिए ये शौचालय बना हुआ है यहाँ पे विगत 2 वर्षों से, तो हम बच्चों को यहाँ पे बिठा रहे हैं।
The school in Mokalpura village in Madhya Pradesh's Neemach district. The primary students are forced to study in a toilet instead of a regular classroom because for them there is no proper school building.
बाथरूम में लगता है, तो अभी यहाँ कितने दिन से लग रहा है?
2 दिन से।
What's most shocking is that the single teacher school is only 35 kilometers from the Neemach district headquarters. Teacher Kailash Chandra Rathore says classes here are held in the toilet during the monsoon. On other days, the children assemble in the open.
5 साल हो गए, अभी तक विद्यालय की बिल्डिंग नहीं बनी, तो हम पहले एक कच्चे मकान में स्कूल चल रहा था।
The authorities claim they are trying to make alternative arrangements.
जब बारिश का सीजन होता है तो फिर वहाँ पर शिक्षक जो है प्राय वहाँ पर बिठाकर वो पढ़ा रहे हैं और वहाँ से आधा किलोमीटर की दूरी पर एक और गांव है जहाँ प्राइमरी और मिडिल स्कूल दोनों हैं, तो वहाँ पर अभी हमने उनको शिफ्ट कराने के लिए ऑर्डर दिए हैं।
This school is proof of the government's skewed priorities and belies the tall claims of the Madhya Pradesh government about its efforts to improve education in the state. Bureau Report, India Today.
This, I'm afraid, is a darker side of this country. But there is much in this country also to celebrate. This is the month of Independence Day, 70 years of independence on August 15, and we are building up to that with a special series with historian Ramchandra Guha on the country's defining moments. Special series in our countdown to our 70th Independence Day. We're getting you defining moments of India over the last 70 years. Dr. Ramchandra Guha, author of India After Gandhi, has been with me talking about these events that changed and shaped India today. Let's take a look at one such defining moment tonight, the drafting of our Constitution. The drafting of the Constitution, you say importantly, was in a way an act of reconciliation, bringing together different figures representing various ideologies on one platform. So in a sense, is it Ambedkar's document or is it the document of the collective wisdom of the people of the time?
Well, it's a document not of collective wisdom, it's a document of several people. There were 240 odd members of the Constituent Assembly. The debates are now online. I urge all young Indians to read them. They're really rich debates. I mean, people could argue without abuse or personalizing issues at that time. But there were a cohort of several people. So Ambedkar was crucial, of course, as the law minister, as chairman of the drafting committee. Rajendra Prasad, as the president of the assembly as a whole, played an important role. Vallabhbhai Patel played a very important role in getting all the Congress people together, including getting one of them to step down and have Ambedkar elected in his place. There were other legal experts. Alladi Krishnaswamy Iyer played an important role. K.M. Munshi played an important role. In his great history of the Indian Constitution, Granville Austin says, fundamental rights were being enacted against a backdrop of fundamental wrongs. On the streets, people were killing each other. There was privation, there was famine, there was refugee fleeing, all of that. The princely states had not yet been united. I mean, that was Patel was at the job. And in this context, people were debating how to craft a democratic and plural constitution. So it was not one person's document. It was not a single author document. But nor was it the collective will of 300 million Indians. It was probably a dozen people who played very important roles.